I would like to show you the inside of a skimmer filter on a koi pond and how it's cleaned. And skimmer filter is very important because it takes off any floating debris in the water, such as leaves or even dead algae, other things that float in the water. So it does a physical clean of the water before it goes up to the biological filter, which is up by the waterfall at the other end of the pond. And first thing we've got to do is shut off the pump so that it stops pumping, and shut off the filter to the upper tank so that it doesn't all drain down back flush into the pond, into the filter and into the pond. And as we find here, there's a little frog taking up a residence in the pond, thinking he could live there over the winter, but I don't think he would. I think he would freeze. So I take him and turn him loose in the pond. He just crawled up on the brace there. He's better off in the pond. The filter has the water running through it all the winter long, and does get some ice in there as well, and he's better under the water in the pond. So there he goes. So the first thing I do is remove the net basket that is the thing that catches the large debris such as leaves and so on. And it happens to be empty because I had just cleaned it a day or two before. And the next thing are I have two large 2-inch thick filter pads that collect the smaller dirt and debris and algae and things like that. These two pads, and also there's a filter pad wrapped around the pump. They are cleaned using the high pressure stream from a garden hose. That's all that I use. It gets the most of the debris off of them, and that one is in the back, so it doesn't get quite as dirty as the other one. Now the pump comes out. This is kind of my own idea for keeping anything that escapes the other filters from getting into the pump and clogging the impeller. It's fairly powerful, it would cut through quite a bit, but I don't want a broken pump, especially in the middle of winter. The waterfall runs all winter long, because moving water doesn't freeze until it gets extremely cold, and we don't get that kind of cold here around Chicago. And now I'm not going to bore you with the messy job of spraying these things clean, but here they come back all nice and clean. at least as clean as I get them. That brown or tan color just gets into the fiber of the filters and never comes out. And from this point on, it's just a matter of replacing everything the way it was. I suppose you know that the koi basically hibernate during the winter. They don't eat from, well, mid-November until sometime in March, depending on the weather. So they aren't swimming around at this point in time. And those two black bars just keep the filter box shaped properly so that it doesn't cave in. I've had one before that the sides tended to cave in because of the weight of the dirt on the sides. The skimmer from where I'm working now is probably a good 18 inches to 20 inches deep. So you have some idea of what it is. We're ready to turn the water on from the upper tank and plug the pump in. And there's a trap door in the skimmer that needs to be opened. It tends to close automatically just to maintain water control, and that's what I'm opening there. And shortly you will see the waterfall begin to function at the other end of the pond. The water is running a little bit now. And there the waterfall is going full tilt, which that keeps some of the surface water of the pond open during freezing temperatures, so that there's oxygenation of the water over the winter. It doesn't stagnate. It's important to keep it open one way or another if you had to break it open. Otherwise, you might have to. So that's it. The water is all getting cleaned once again. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.